Hey y'all. I have been struggling with a situation today. I've had to have the police to my house the first thing this morning. Very first thing this morning. Okay? Now, I woke up. The water meter guy was in my front yard cutting my water off. Alright? I have been going through this. Next month will mark 1 year that I have to deal with this water company. The city of Greenville, Mississippi. I deal with them cutting my water off at least once every other month. Alright? I have all of my receipts. Every single one. I can prove by the receipts I don't owe them but $38.74. Okay? And they're trying to tell me that, where's it at? That I owe them $77.88. They have put a lock on my meter, okay? And telling me they're refusing to cut my water back on. Alright? Now, this is what our world's coming to. I am a disabled single mom who is very sick right now. I'm not even going to list my disabilities. It's too much to deal with. I have a 5-year-old little girl that I have to take care of. Okay? That is my life. She saved my life through the grace of God. Wouldn't be sitting here talking at all. They would not have known about the kidney disease. I was in full renal failure. And oh yeah, by the way, Delta Regional Hospital, Greenville, Mississippi, sent me away. I was dying. No, let me finish. I was dying with my child in my belly. I want this to be known. I want a full record of what this city is all about. I am from North Carolina. I have never in my life been treated so rudely and disrespected so badly. Now, the police officers, okay, that were called out here, because I asked that man nicely to leave my property because he had no right to turn my water off. Alright? On my bill it says disconnect date of March 7th. Today, is February 14th. Now this bill was due on February 7th. Stop it, baby. And that's 7 days past due. You're going to shut my water off and tell me I'm 2 months behind when I can prove it with receipts? That I'm current and only owe... Emmy Lou, sweetie, please. Not right now. Let me finish. And I can prove that I only owe you 1 month. And you're going to refuse to cut my water back on. That's a problem, and it's against the law. You have just broken a lot of my rights. And the major of police, let me get her name so we fully have it, who I thought was my friend, who told me the next time I had a problem with the water company to contact her, which I did, okay? Major Misty Litton, alright, told me she's not going to uphold the law and protect the citizens. Stop, sweetheart. Give me 1 more second. I'm almost done. Of this city, okay? I am not the only one that's being done like this. There are numerous individuals who are going through the same thing. I was not going to put my face on screen and do this, but I've had enough. I've reached out to numerous people who have channels that could have done this for me. It goes to show me just how much people really care. But you know what? I serve an awesome God. And He protects me and my child from everything. And He is in control no matter what anybody thinks. So good luck to all of you that are doing these types of things to individuals like me and my daughter. The more rights you break, what you do to the least of Him, you also do unto Him. You might want to remember that. Because time is drawing to a close. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. You might want to dust off your Bibles and start reading it. Just going to church on Sunday and pretending you're a Christian don't mean anything anymore. Worldly. That's all you are. Worldly. I don't even own a car. I can't get in my car and just ride up to the water company. Okay? That's how poor I am. But I'm not on here asking anybody for money. I don't want the money. I don't want your help. The only help I want is for somebody to speak up. Somebody to speak up and say, hey, you know what? It's happening to us too. You know what? It's not right. Stop doing it. We have rights. We're protected under certain rights by the federal government, okay? Not just state. Just because I'm disabled and poor does not mean I'm uneducated. That's the problem. They think because you're poor, you're uneducated, and they can walk all over you. People need to start getting, I'm just going to say it as bluntly as I can. Grow a set of balls, okay? Stand up for your daggum children. Stand up for Jesus. Didn't he do it for you? Did he not do it for you? What you do to the least of him, you also do unto him. Once again, I'm going to say, look at this and look at it good. See that? Disconnect date 3/7/18. Today is 2/14. And this bill is incorrect. By the receipts I have, look here. I've got, there was last month's receipt where it paid this, which should be scratched off right here, which makes it current. That's the problem with the water department. They shut your water off so they can get $25 extra to turn it back on. Plus they're charging you a month that you don't owe because they're broke, so they can fix the sewer system. They're paying their workers $45 an hour. Okay? $45 an hour. To do what? To answer a phone and be rude to people? Gee, I can do that. Anybody could. For crying out loud. What is the problem? Do your job and do it right. And if you don't want it, let somebody else have it. The unemployment rate here in Greenville, Mississippi is about 32%. If people want to actually get into statistics, excuse me. I'm having one of those days. I'm a little upset. I deserve fair use to water, especially when my bill is paid. I have a problem with this. Anyone would. The officers that were here on my property told me that I did not have the right to tell that man to leave my property. And they told me they did not have to uphold the law. I showed them the bill, showed them the disconnect date. They told me they did not have to tell him to leave, that I had to take that up with the city council. Well, I'm sorry. No, I don't. No, I don't. Their job was to tell him to leave because the bill stated there was no disconnect date until March 7th, which is wrong because I'm not a month behind, and I can prove it with receipts. Anyway, that's what I needed to get out. Greenville, Mississippi. Peachy place to be. Turned into a ghost town. Hardly anything left here but a bunch of drug dealers. Which actually, that's all they can do anymore. They can't find a job. All the companies have left. What else you gonna do? You know? Sad place to be. But I know one thing. Tax dollars pay the salaries of those officers, and they are supposed to work for we the people. Okay? And they should have upheld my rights and not the rights of the water department that is in the wrong at this point in time, that I can prove with no problem. What I'm trying to avoid is suing the city of Greenville because they are so broke and the sewer system does need work. Okay? So I'm making a plea to them right now to try and get this straight before it comes down to that. I thank you. I love you guys. May the Lord bless you in every way. I will be back with better news in a calmer voice. I love you in Jesus.